In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Cricut Knife Blade, how to change the blade, how to calibrate, and we're going to cut out this little dog. And this will be on a card we make in my video using all of my Cricut Maker blades in this project. Okay, so I'm going to cut out an image out of this. I got this from Cricut. It comes with different patterns in the same pack and some plain. This is 1.5 inch chipboard, 1.5 millimeter, not inch. And when you're cutting chipboard and using the knife blade, you want to use the strong mat. This is the strong grip mat, it says so right there. Take the plastic off, save it. You want to put the plastic back on your mats to protect them. The chipboard is only 11 by 11. That is because we have to move the star wheels of the machine all the way over to this area. We'll do that in a minute. First, I want to tape this down. So this mat is really sticky, but we don't want this to move at all. So I'm just using some painter's tape. Got from Amazon, because that's like where I get most things. And I'm cutting this out because I'm going to be doing a video showing all of the blades. So if you're just seeing this video, make sure you watch that video. It will be a live video showing all of the blades that work on the Cricut Maker, Cricut Explorer Air 2, and all the other Cricut machines. All right, we have this ready. Let's get the machine ready. So these are called the star wheels, these white wheels here, and you just push them all the way over to the right so they will not hit your chipboard. Remember, put your chipboard in the right way. I have to turn it around this way so the space is actually right here. It doesn't matter if you put it in this way or this way. All the mats can be used that way, but we have to make sure there's room here. Okay, now let's go to design space. Okay, now this is what I'm cutting out of that chipboard. And I don't want to start it right up here at the top. We like to give a little room. We don't want it near the edge when you're using chipboard. The knife blade can go off the edge and it will say the blade is stuck, maybe give you an error. So always move it away from the edge. And I like to move it down to the like 1 inch by 1 inch. This also gives me room for the tape. Although the knife blade will cut over the tape and the tape will probably peel off just fine, but just in case, I like to move it away from the tape. Okay, now let's hit continue. When cutting chipboard, you will want to mirror your image. You'll find out why soon. And we're going to go to chipboard. So I'm going to go over here to browse and type in chipboard. So I'm using the Cricut chipboard. It has the little C, so I know those are Cricut. And I know it's the 1.5 millimeter because this, with the pattern on it, is 1.5. So I'm going to click on that to select it. Go down here to done, and it says to load the knife blade. It also says knife blade calibration is recommended. Do you want to calibrate the knife blade now? You know what? I have not calibrated the knife blade on this machine. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. And it tells you what to do. You just use copy paper and put on a mat. Do not use a purple mat. I'm just going to put it on I would recommend a blue mat, but I have a green mat that's not too sticky. I'm going to go ahead and use that one and hit continue. Okay, so I went ahead and put copy paper on here and we're going to load this up. Do you notice something I'm missing? I don't have the knife blade in. So I'm going to take this lid off the knife blade, open this up. When you put in these tools that have the gear, you leave the plastic on and put the gears in to the machine that way. And hit go. So what it's doing is it's just cutting some slices and it's going to overlap the slices. And then what we're going to do is choose which is the best overlapping. because when you use the knife blade, it does more than one pass, and you want to make sure it's in the correct spot. Okay, so we're going to unload. I'm going to pull the paper off. Now in Design Space, it's showing you what a good overlap looks like and what a bad overlap looks like. So what we have to do is choose which one we like and count down from one of the 7 cuts and choose the one which is the best. It looks like the third one down for me is the best. One way to tell maybe is to fold it on that cut. And you can see the cuts better. Thinking maybe it's the 4th or 5th. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's the 5th one. So I'm going to choose 5. So I chose 5. Click continue. To ensure that you get the best performance and longest life of your knife blade, click the link below. I think it wants you to learn more about the knife blade, which you can do right here. I'm going to close that. Okay, I'm also going to show you how to change the knife blade. So you buy the knife blade replacement. It comes together with this little piece. You put that over that and then squeeze it, hold down the gear so that doesn't move, and then unscrew this. And see, it's inside there. We keep it in there until we want to put it back on. Pull out the knife blade. Open up this little container. Now open up both sides. Push that in. So there is foam over the knife blade to keep it safe. And then we're just going to drop this in. This has little slots here, and it will only go in one way. Held that down and pulled off the little foam. And then we're going to screw this back on. And then pull this off. And we have a brand new blade. So we're going to load this in, just like all the other ones. Now we have calibrated, changed to a new blade. Of course, you don't have to do a new blade unless you've used your blade an awful lot. So now we're ready to load the mat. Remember, have the extra room over on this side where you pushed these pieces. And load the mat. This is the same on the Maker and the Maker 3. And we're going to press the go button. It's saying here we're going to need 12 passes. That's not always correct. Sometimes it'll get done early and sometimes it'll need an extra pass. Now after it finished the one pass, it knows how much longer it's going to take to finish. So it says 36 minutes remaining. Some pieces are starting to pop out, and that's okay. It's pieces we would weed out anyway. I just pull them away. And it doesn't mean it's done, because this is not as thick as chipboard is. I'm taking the tape off the bottom of the chipboard so I can lift it. Okay, I'm lifting the chipboard off the mat a little bit. I want to make sure it's fully cut. If it's not, we can have it cut one more pass. Okay, I was just checking to make sure it's cut out, and it is cut out. Let's pull this up. Can unload the mat. Looks like I lost part of his nose, but it's still on this side. So this dog is the same this way or this way. So I can use this side. And another thing to know, it's best to only use images where your cut is the size of a pencil eraser. So like a little bit smaller than this. I did not do that. I know that's what you're supposed to do, but I wanted to try this. These pieces are just popping right out. So I have to be careful because this piece right in here is much thinner because it didn't cut. So the top of the cut is usually the one that messes up the most. So what you want to do is you really should mirror your image and put the pretty side down if there is a pretty side and use that. One other way, if this messed up here, I could cut this out again with paper and lay the paper on top of it and glue that on top of it so this part here won't be messed up and it would lay on here nice. So I'm going to continue to poke out these pieces and I'm just kind of moving them slow. If there was a spot that was not cut, I could use my true control knife to cut that out, but I don't think we have to. Because this is so intricate, I'm trying to be careful. And it looks like right there in the corner, it didn't cut so well. So I'm going to go ahead and use my knife blade. And it's because it's such an intricate cut right here. There, I think I got it. Let me go ahead. This one is cut on that side. Oh, right here above the nose and right here at the mouth. I think we got this. That's kind of cool, isn't it? I like it. Make sure you watch my video where this piece goes on a card. This card is something that I have used every single blade on. The perforation blade, the debossing blade, the wavy blade, and the knife blade with this. Oops, I forgot to get these out right here. So I'll put that video at the end of this one and in the description. Make sure you check out the video on all the other blades.